What if the biggest misunderstanding in Nigeria today is that the Southeast is not developing? What if the same people who are told to go back home are already building one of the fastest transforming regions in the country? And what if the real story is not what Nigeria thinks? For decades, Nigeria has pushed one recurring message. If the Southeast wants development, then people should go home and build it. It's a phrase thrown around in political debate, online arguments, and everyday conversations. But here's the twist. The Southeast is developing rapidly, quietly, and often without federal support or national media amplification. Urban renewal is happening, despite the narrative, not because of it. To understand the tension, we must go back to the roots. For years, many Nigerians believed the Southeast was stagnant, that it lacked big cities, lacked government projects, and lacked urban structure. This perception became a justification for telling the Igbo to relocate back home, sometimes out of frustration, sometimes out of ignorance, sometimes out of politics, but rarely based on actual facts. Today, the Southeast is experiencing one of the most organic and privately driven urban renewals in West Africa. Cities that were once seen as chaotic are being rebuilt with intention. Enugu is expanding with new estates, boulevards, technology parks, and some of the cleanest streets in Nigeria. Abakaliki, the city many Nigerians mocked 15 years ago, is now one of the most transformed state capitals in the country, rivaling some federal-funded capitals. Awka, once dismissed as a town, now has flyovers, modern commercial centers, and a booming private real estate market. Aba is undergoing long overdue reconstruction, attracting manufacturing investors again. Onitsha, despite its challenges, remains one of the busiest commercial cities in Africa, with new estates emerging on its outskirts. These are facts, visible, measurable, undeniable. So if urban renewal is happening, why does the narrative remain? One word: visibility. Southeast does not rely on federal media machinery. There is no loud PR system. Most development is privately funded, and the national conversation often focuses elsewhere. So, to the average Nigerian, the Southeast looks frozen in time. Meanwhile, the people inside the region see something completely different. The Southeast's resilience makes some uncomfortable. A region rebuilding itself with limited political influence looks like a threat to long-established narratives. There is also the myth that the Igbo abandon home, yet they invest heavily in their cities, even when the returns are slow. This misunderstanding breeds resentment, and resentment becomes jealousy, and jealousy becomes hostility. The truth is simple. The Southeast is not waiting for validation, not waiting for applause, not waiting for anyone to come and build their cities for them. The narrative says, go back home and develop your region. But the reality is, it never stopped. In fact, they are doing it faster that many Nigerians realize.